Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. Sitting here before I go into work this morning at the 9 a.m. to 6 shift, and I got here a little bit early, as I normally do after dropping the kids off at school. It's going to be a good one. I think that, honestly, it's going to be a good day today. We should have a lot of fun, but I've been spending a lot of time talking about the WWE Championship Survivor Series World Heavyweight Championship Tournament. I think I butchered that name and gave it a whole bunch more words than it needed to. But we've been covering that on Raw and on SmackDown as the tournament goes on, and it's been a pretty fun time in wrestling. Honestly, I really would have liked if the tournament would have taken place just at Survivor Series, but I think it's given WWE a big-time feel, especially with the matches being held on SmackDown, that you had to watch the A and the B show in order to know everything which was going on, especially with the Kalisto upset when he fought Ryback last night on SmackDown. But there is another match that hasn't really been getting covered here on the Stevie Breach channel, and it's going to be a big one. It's one of the ones that we were looking forward to when the Divas Revolution went down, and of course that's Charlotte going up against Paige. It's going to be a really, really fun match that I think a lot of people are really looking forward to. You know, when all of the girls came up from NXT, such as Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks, definitely this is one of the matches that I kept on saying, is people were saying the Divas Revolution was falling flat, and people really weren't getting what they thought they were going to get when all of this talent came up from NXT. But I kept on saying, just wait till they spread this out, and it's not about the gang warfare. It's not about 3-on-3. As of right now, Team Bella is still united, even though Nikki is at home. Team Bad is still a threesome. But with PCB, the submission sorority, getting busted up, now we have fresh matchups such as Becky Lynch going against Paige, which was awesome on Monday Night Raw. And then we also have Paige versus Charlotte. It's another really, really good match that we're going to be getting at the pay-per-view. I know at the last pay-per-view, we all thought we were going to be getting a three-way with Paige, Charlotte, and Nikki, but Paige ended up taking the back seat. There was no real explanation to why that was. Nikki had already gotten her rematch, and they just decided that they were going to go with another Nikki versus Charlotte one-on-one match. It paid off. It was a good match. Who knows what would have happened if Paige would have been in there. It would have been a lot of fun. But I think that if you look at WWE and its way of booking new champions, especially in the Divas division, they like when girls get the championship to give them a good little run. So I wouldn't be surprised if Charlotte keeps her championship and she moves on from beating Paige, even though it's been a long time since Paige has been the Divas champion, and she says this is her house and so on and so forth. But if you think about it, it really would, move on to one of the fresh matchups, because from here, you could give the rematch to Charlotte, and then from there, Becky Lynch could become a competitor, and her stock could rise in WWE. As being somebody that could be going after the Divas title, and that would sort of, liven up the Divas division, giving it more fresh blood of people that could be really going after the title. So that'd be another really good way to go to it. I know that the angle really hasn't played out, as we still have another week of Raw and SmackDown before Survivor Series. But honestly, if I had to put my money down today, I'd have to put my money down, honestly, on Paige getting the win, sort of showing that it is her house, that it is her division, and, Charlotte and Becky Lynch having to find a way to sort of regroup in order to find out how to take out Paige and get the championship back.